Hey, hi, and hello. I'm Austin Adamson, Editor-in-Chief for MonsterVine.com here at Balmer Peak Distillery in Lakewood, Colorado. I would like to welcome you to MonsterVine's Hot Summer Games Showcase. This is the first time we've put together something like this, and the entire team is excited to be in a position to collaborate and coordinate with so many game studios from across the world. Without the ability to attend gaming conventions in person, the team has been working remotely over the past several months to bring you videos, interviews, and hands-on impressions of new and upcoming games. This video is only a taste, with plenty more written content and long-form interviews available at MonsterVine.com. Sit back and enjoy as we present a collection of curated content from over 40 different titles, including messages from developers and a handful of world premiere videos. This is MonsterVine's Hot Summer Games Showcase.
World premiere.
Rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
The legendary warrior stands expressionless, impassive, and alone. But wait! Who is that? Ari bounces out of the sky and lands next to her hero. She says, "I'm here to help."
Hello, I am Janice Davis, the lead writer on Ari and the Secret of Seasons. Ari and the Secret of Seasons follows the story of Ari. She lives in Yule, a region known for its eternal winter. Something strange has happened to the world of Valdi, and now her home is in eternal summer. Ari, along with the help of the Guardians of Seasons, will work to solve the mystery and try to protect Valdi from impending doom. Along her adventure, and against tradition, Ari will have to wield the power of the seasons to defeat enemies, overcome obstacles, and solve complex puzzles. Through the seasons' power, Ari is able to leap between ecosystems and bend the world as she needs. There is so much to explore in Valdi, and players will be able to revisit locations with new powers to discover previously unreachable pathways, leading to even more adventures and treasures. You can learn to leverage the surroundings to help overcome obstacles and use new abilities and items to support Ari's journey progression. Between historic landmarks and personal investigations, opportunities to uncover Valdi's true history and stories await. Ari's skills will be put to the test as she encounters foes looking to thwart her progress. From local inhabitants to hulking behemoths, she will use all the tools at her disposal. During her journey, Ari will face increasingly fierce enemies, meet interesting characters, and discover side quests to take on. Many dangers lie ahead of Ari, but she is ready to face them all. You will find a ton of fun adventures in Ari when it releases this summer.
Hi, Chris from the 30XX team here. 30XX is an action platformer roguelike that plays kind of like Mega Man X, so it's got that classic 90s era, really crisp action platforming, really precise movement, except it's randomly generated every time you play it, so it's always going to be a different, fresh experience. And multiplayer, so you can play it with a buddy, either online or on the couch. You can wishlist the game on Steam right now, and if you're quick, if you're hearing this before, the end of Monday, you can even play the game during the Steam Summer Festival in its little demo form. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk about the game's deuteragonist, Ace, the War Relic. 1,000 years have passed, and Ace is back with some new tricks. Ace's style system gives him a wide array of new techniques that he can weave together for fluid movement and devastating combos. His styles include attacks, defenses, and movement tech, so Ace has an answer to pretty much any sticky situation. For example, with the Dolomite link here, Ace can launch himself onto enemies, exploding and getting a jump boost. While he's airborne, he can't be hurt by enemy touch damage, so he can always find a safe landing. It also works on stage objects. With the Zen Ascent here, Ace has a flaming uppercut that he can use in midair for a little bit of extra height, and his Raijin call lets him call down the lightning from above and then shoot it right back out. Unlike Nina's energy, Ace's style bar recharges quickly, so you don't really have to worry about conserving energy. Ace's new systems have been a ton of fun to build, and I hope you're as excited to try them out as I've been designing them. For more info, check out the Discord and Steam page info in the end slate. Thank you so much for watching. Stay home, stay safe, and play video games.
Rated Teen.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and I'm here from Subliminal. I'm here to show you our new game, Button City. Button City is a narrative adventure game about a young fox and an arcade that's on the brink of shutting down, set in a diorama world. It's up to you and your new friends, the Fluff Squad, to save Button City. Along your adventures, you'll take on games at the arcade and take on challenging rivals like the Tough Fluffs. In Button City, we wanted to give the feeling of a summertime childhood adventure with friends. We hope you enjoy Button City.
World premiere.
Attention all citizens. This Saturday marks the anniversary of St. Martha's School's tragedy.
They were my responsibility. They trusted me to keep them safe.
How about you save us all some time and tell us what the encrypted data is for?
The alternative is war, terrorism. Is that what you want? You low-life piece of shit.
There'll be time for small talk later. Come meet the team.
And now it's our time to be heard. Join the revolution.
I suppose I should start with a short summary of my life. I don't really feel like doing that, so I shall skip to the present.
Your letter has interested me strangely. Please, write to me again.
But you cannot expect me to continue writing to a perfect stranger. I don't know anything about you.
I suppose I should write to you about today. I took a walk through the northern part of Ardmore Forest, taking in the tree-scented air. It's the kind of air that can feel icy down in your lungs in the morning, but I strangely enjoy it. Yours sincerely, Mr. Devere.
World premiere.
This is Dreamscaper, an action RPG roguelite coming to Steam Early Access this summer. Dreamscaper takes action RPG combat and combines it with the endless replayability of a roguelike. Every slumber is a different dungeon in an ever-changing world with a multitude of unique events and challenges. Play as Cassidy, dive into her subconscious, take on the surreal nightmares she wrestles with to dispel the darkness. Master a rich, expansive combat system that rewards skilled play. Use careful positioning, exact timing, and quick reflexes to defeat foes with an abundance of combat options. Make your defense offensive. Use quick reactions to dodge and parry enemy blows to create opportunities. Each weapon class in Dreamscaper is unique, allowing for a myriad of ways to approach combat. Rend the earth below your nightmares, fire off a finger gun, or whip a yo-yo into their faces. Make your nightmare your source of strength. Use lucid powers to bend the dreamscape around you. Manipulate the elements to set enemies ablaze, or freeze others in place. When your nightmares overwhelm you, even control time itself to give you the edge you need. Explore ever-changing dreamscapes and discover lost memories, surreal scenery, and a multitude of unique events. Uncover Cassidy's past as you venture through her memories. Use your wits to solve challenging puzzles, growing your strength. Plunder through your dreams, finding resources and gear to build the playstyle that complements you. Special modifiers and rare keepsakes add depth and variety, allowing you to create unique character builds that encourage strong synergies. Wake from your nightmare to tackle a new day. Travel across the city of Red Haven and live Cassidy's waking life. Forge friendships and empower Cassidy with hopes and memories to dispel the darkness of her nightmares. Use resources found in your dream as inspiration to craft gifts for the people close to Cassidy. Make new friends and improve your relationship with them to unlock story vignettes and new powers in your dreams. The more you invest in them, the more they'll support you in return. Face off with nightmarish entities that represent some of Cassidy's most negative emotions. Challenging boss fights with representations of fear, isolation, loss, negativity, and more will test your mastery of the dreamscape. You'll need to draw on all your strength to handle ever-changing combinations of powerful enemies. Spell slingers, spectral swordsmen, mysterious wanderers, and hulking bruisers will bar your path. Vanquish those deadly foes to clear the dark miasma surrounding Cassidy. We can't wait to make Dreamscaper even better with your feedback and support over the coming months. Prepare to fall into dreams when Dreamscaper launches on Steam Early Access this summer.
Okay, first day on the job. I'm so fired up for a brand new start. Who would have thought that to be a firefighter, all you need is to sign into an app? Today I become an Ember firefighter. Sure, I don't have any previous experience or actual training, but pointing a hose is easy, right? Oh hey, my first job. I better get this right. Let's move. This is gonna be fun. Whoa, that's a pretty big fire. You don't expect me to tackle this alone, do you? There's gotta be some backup out there somewhere.
Guys, little help?
Look at all these fellow brave Ember responders, ready to lay it on the line to save lives. For a reasonable fee, of course. Wait, isn't that my hairdresser? Okay, team? Let's save lives. But more importantly, let's make some money. Feel the burn. And if at first you don't succeed, fry again. I thought of that one myself. Ugh, some people just can't be pleased. Well, next please. Ember Uber Firefighters. Available now on Steam and Stadia.
Do not get close to me anymore.
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Kill!
Wedgie!
I don't trust this one. May I have your reservation, please?
Oh yeah, I'm in room 311.
Actually, I just wanted to get away from the others. I think Nautilus is one of the personoids.
He's running. He knows. Look at him.
I'm dying! Honest man! Grab and kill honest man!
What? You're a personoid? And I wanted to trust you.
That's a personoid!
This one is out of control. Someone.
It's a conspiracy!
There we go.
Bye, Miller.
Fuck!
No, Ash! Messed up. Yes! Oh no, I messed up.
Guys, you shouldn't trust honest man. He flushed Milky. I don't know how more clear I can say it.
Yeah,
Don't do it. I'm telling you, it's not the case.
I think so.
Ha! Hey!
Experience the essence of role-playing by being a game detective in a cyberpunk world. It is the end of the 22nd century. The tech is so advanced that virtual and real world have become intertwined. No one keeps track of what's real anyway. They spend most of their lives in virtual worlds where everything is fictional, but the problems, those stayed pretty much the same. Frauds, assaults, and murders need to be solved no matter the world. This turned out to be a perfect challenge for the likes of you, player and a detective, a Gamedec, somebody who can solve problems in both virtual worlds and the real one. Someone who can spot the difference between creative play and exploitation, who has the right set of skills to finish the job. Solve cases in a way that suits you best and gain aspects to personalize your Gamedec, further specializing them in chosen professions. Consult your codex so you won't miss any details during an interrogation. The deduction system allows you to decide on the path your investigation should follow. It also reflects values that are important to you, be those professional ethics or personal moral code, or lack of. Will you focus on the task at hand, or dig deeper? Gather all clues, deductions, and context to make a decision. Is this the right choice? Is there a right choice? We don't judge. Your decision defines how the story progresses and can have unexpected consequences. There are no wrong answers, only false assumptions. You are the sum of your choices.
Hotshot Racing!
Next up in the showcase is Survios. You may know them for Creed or various VR titles that have been top selling both in Quest and the PS VR console. But today we're going to talk a bit about not only those games, but the upcoming Walking Dead Onslaught. So I'm here with Mike McTire as well as Mike Demogging. Would you guys like to talk about your time in the game industry before Survios?
For myself, I actually originally got my foot in the door in production a long time ago, actually on StarCraft Ghost, believe it or not, way back in the day. So a lot of lessons of what to do and what not to do during those periods of time. You know, good learning experience is how I like to view it. Since then, I've been in the industry for about 15, 16 years at this point. I've had amazing opportunities to work with great teams on everything from fighting games like WWE All-Stars to awesome MMOs, you know, like Star Trek Online or WildStar, going from one place to another along my journey till eventually a good friend, an engineer, a buddy of mine who had worked on a past company, told me to check out this new cool thing called VR. And he convinced me to come check it out at Survios, and it's been about 5 years, and I haven't looked back since.
Wow, it's really been 5 years?
Yeah.
Holy moly, wow, that's crazy. For me, my name is Mike Demogging. I am the SVP of Partnerships and Publishing, and I cut my teeth way back in 2003 at a small developer known as Novalogic on the Delta Force brand. So did a few games, first-person shooters. Then from there, went to other smaller mid developers till funny that Mike mentioned WWE All-Stars. So he and I crossed paths unbeknownst to him at PHQ. And I worked in retail marketing, and one of my titles was WWE All-Stars. We probably saw each other, never knowing that we would probably, our paths would cross today here at Survios.
Yeah, small industry.
Yeah, absolutely. And from there, kind of worked on a lot of mobile stuff. Worked at Atari. Got to meet the founder of video, or the father of all video games, Nolan Bushnell. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And from there, worked in a bunch of smaller startups. And a buddy of mine is here, and he goes, "Hey, we're looking for somebody. Do you have you and your unique set of skills? Why don't you come over?" Sure. And here I've been for almost 4.5 years.
So with Survios, you guys have been pretty successful, 6 games in 6 years, Quest sales. What can you tell me about Survios in general, your time from starting it to now?
Well, Survios has evolved a heck of a lot since 5 years ago, or even past that today. When I first joined, and Mike was not long after myself, we were about 16-ish or so people at that time. Pretty small, and none of the hardware was out yet. We were working on very early dev kits, and remember, even when the Oculus originally first launched, there were no touch controllers, there were no hand controllers. So it's been, the hardware and the systems have evolved, and Survios along with it quite dramatically over the past 5 years. So since then, we've had numerous projects, we've had multiple game teams, we still do, going simultaneously. We've grown, at times well over 100 people within the studio, a lot of developers and marketing and biz dev and all sorts of stuff on Mike's team as well, and all sorts of different venues. But I think the biggest driving force for us from the beginning with raw data up through all of our products to now is about innovation and pushing the boundaries of VR. That's always been our primary focus. Is we've never started with the idea of, hey, wouldn't this make a fun game, or hey, wouldn't this be a cool IP? All of our titles started with, everyone says this can't be done in VR, or no one has solved this problem in VR yet. How can we want to work on that? We want to figure that out. We want to figure out how to make weapon interactions amazing and hero empowerment too. We want to solve locomotion so you can run, jump, fly, at incredible speeds without nausea, right? We want to solve melee in VR and make hitting things and getting hit feel incredible. And that's really how all of our products start. And so you see, as 6 years, 6 products, they're all radically different, right? We don't repeat ourselves from, a shooter to an adrenaline platformer to a fighting boxer to a horror, a thriller game, right? It's just, that's what the team loves, and that's why all the amazing talented we have come to Survios, is because they want to be, we're very fortunate to be pushing the boundaries of what could be done and figuring out new things in this medium. You just don't get opportunities like this very often, and so that's what really gets everybody excited.
What's also awesome is that, we really like to challenge ourselves, as Mike kind of mentioned already. Mm-hmm. And that challenge is actually, a lot of people enjoy our results from our challenge, right? I mean, when you look at raw data, our first game in 2016, how many people can honestly say that we created a VR game that was the #1 global game over all of Steam, right? I mean, how many people? They actually enjoyed that, right? Who would have said that Creed Rise to Glory, our boxing game based on the Adonis Creed journey, was actually one of the top PlayStation hits in 2018, 2019. As a matter of fact, it was also in April of 2020. But kind of jumping off kind of what Mike is saying, and he really likes to challenge himself, and him and his team is, sorry to say this, but kind of a bunch of sickos. Because our newest game, which we've kind of shown off, but you'll see kind of what I mean by calling him a sicko. What's the affectionate name for it, Mike?
On which one?
Well, it's The Walking Dead.
Oh, progressive dismemberment.
Where you get to carve your initials into the zombies, cut off limbs. I mean, it's utterly amazing. Stick a knife in them and actually have trouble pulling it out. It's utterly amazing. Again, as Mike said, his team likes to challenge. They have really met that with the upcoming The Walking Dead onslaught.
So with The Walking Dead, this is our opportunity. Okay, let's go back to weapons. Let's go back to baseball bats and blades and katanas and machetes. And how immersive can we make, ripping apart these zombies, having them attack you, getting stuck inside them, ripping their guts out. And as Mike said, how far could we take this at the time we have? And it truly is disgusting and amazing at the same time.
Do you guys have personal favorite games that you've worked on?
It's hard. It's hard to pick a favorite. I think that's probably the best part of my job. I am super fortunate, so I'm going to cheat and not have to pick a favorite there.
Mike D, do you have a favorite, or are you going to also say that you love all your children equally?
So I kind of help with the marketing side of the world, right? And I really like some of the stuff that we were able to do, right? Where, we had a partnership with Sony, with Creed, that we were able to actually make a VR game into a full-fledged AAA title, or that perception by the consumer, right? And all, that was, to me, was amazing. Again, Sprint Vector will always have another place in my heart, just because we were able to establish it with Oculus and ESL as an esport.
And just to finally to round it back to Walking Dead, so development's wrapping up, a gameplay trailer's on the way. We went kind of into detail on just what you can do to zombies, which sounds spectacularly gruesome. But what else can you tell me? Like, what is your experience in creating The Walking Dead onslaught?
It is challenging, guys. We've said before, if it wasn't challenging, we wouldn't be doing it. That's what we do, right? And so this is one of those unique experiences where the team is very focused on, we hadn't brought all our technology together yet to date in a single product. And so this is our first opportunity to do that, to bring the shooting and range combat from raw data, to bring the locomotion systems and the learnings we had from Sprint Vector, to bring the melee combat from Creed, and then to bring some of the level design and horror thriller elements, from Westworld that we had worked on. And it's really just bringing all this technology and learnings we had into a product, and then really pushing the envelope forward on the actual weapons themselves and taking those to the next level. It has been a massive challenge, and again, and it's also making it just not fun and immersive, but it's also being true to the world, right? Being true to the brand, right? Being, Walking Dead has a lot with it, right? Into the characters, the personalities, the feelings you're supposed to get. It's a scary place. It's not a world that any of us want to be in, right? And so bringing users into that. So there's a whole bunch that we haven't talked about yet that I know the marketing team is chomping at the bit to get to. But there's some really exciting stuff as you learn. You go through the story of, we have multiple aspects of the game, but you go through the story of our characters. You also have to do, as you would expect, you don't just start with a full arsenal, right? So there are elements and beats of having to scavenge for things, and as you're fending off all these hordes of walkers. And our engineers in particular have been really pushing the envelope to see how many walkers we can get on screen at once. And let me tell you, it's one thing when there's just a few of them, but when you see a horde of them in front of you in VR and they're all standing the same size as you and you're surrounded, it's a truly terrifying experience. There's a lot of stuff people haven't seen yet. It's a pretty robust game. It's definitely the biggest game we've made to date. There's loads of content, loads of hours of gameplay, more than what we've done in the past. We're really excited about what the team has made here.
But the other thing also, one thing about that's a little bit different than all the others and stuff, against another zombie shooter, is what would it be like if you could get into a Walking Dead episode, right? We've got Daryl, Rick, Michonne, Carol, Eugene. But you can be part of that world that AMC has created. I believe we just finished VO, right? And I believe Norman Reedus gave a shout out, I believe earlier this month, regarding that. He just finished. He's excited about it, right? That's awesome. And again, you guys everyone's going to be able to see. We've got a couple of things up our sleeve that we're going to be showcasing later this summer. So be on the lookout for it. It should be fantastic. Yeah, we're really proud of it.
Hi there, I'm Lorenzo and I'm the creator of Milky Way Prince, The Vampire Star, an interactive visual novel about idealization and intimacy. This is my first video game and it's so important to me also because it's based on real events of my life. I mean, it's more like a personal diary than a video game to me. Anyway, you can reach me at any time at HiGuysArt and don't forget to wishlist Milky Way Prince video game right now. Bye!
Once upon a time, there was a boy, an orphan without a single toy. His name was Pete. His world was grey, until he found a friend one day.
Terror as Ren was kidnapped, so the grown-ups went to try and find her.
You made it to my feast. And children, I now have much to eat. Pete was timid, scared, and small. And this was his last farewell. For Pete into a coma fell. Don't be mad. I'm just a child.
Riftbreaker Ashley, please report. Begin field-based setup.
Good morning, Mr. Riggs.
Good morning, Ashley.
We should go out and explore the area.
There's a large hostile infestation nearby.
Kill it before it kills us.
We should build up our base as quickly as possible.
Let's place it close to a carbonium deposit.
Thing completed. Base is under attack.
We're ready for them.
Ashley, use the rift portal to jump to the mining base. Rift jump successful. Sense the ground shaking. I estimate a few thousand creatures running at our base. Prepare yourself, Ashley.
This will be a tough fight.
So how has this experience been making the showcase, boys?
It's been 3 months of planning, and I feel like the last 2 weeks to this has been really crazy, wrangling all the developers and getting all the content we need for the showcase. But I'm really glad it got to this point.
We got an impressive lineup of games, as you're watching right now, so you know this. But it's been really interesting and a lot of fun. And I think it not only strengthened our relationships with the industry in general, just because it's such like a uniting thing, but I think it's also just been really fun, and it's been a fun way to hang out. I'm really excited that so many developers were so excited to be part of the showcase.
Yeah, so
Epic.
Will, Austin wants Spencer and I to pitch you our showcase ideas. I don't know why he doesn't want us to pitch them to him, the editor-in-chief, but I'm not.
Well, we didn't vote for him.
Mean, I'm not going to say that you picked the wrong person for the job, but I mean, you're.
But
the
I
one
am right here.
He's not. Yeah, Spencer's right.
I am right here.
How about we just download other people's vines and just we replay them for our showcase?
Yeah, I sure hope we do.
For the showcase, we play trailer, and then in between each trailer, Spencer comes on and gives us detailed Yu-Gi-Oh tips from the King of Games himself.
That's true. Yeah. I was dueling King of Games for a month. That's a good idea. But I don't like competition, so Not going to give those tips out. It's like after 14 straight hours of Google Hangouts brainstorming, these are the best ideas in a compilation. Talking animals, Rick and Morty.
Like this.
Whoa, what's going on?
Anyone watching this showcase, smash that subscribe button, smash the like one, follow all of us on Twitter, follow our Twitch.
Thank you for playing our game.
World premiere.
Rated T for Teen.
Hi, I'm Edmundo Bordeu, the art director at Ace Team, and I'm excited to share some of the new things to expect in Rock of Ages 3. What we've always wanted to do in previous Rock of Ages games, and now can with Rock of Ages 3, is have a level editor where players can build their own entire tracks. In Make mode, players have a ton of customization options to choose from, which include building branching paths, constructing a whole mountain, and placing a variety of different obstacles. We're extremely excited to see what sort of fan-made content is produced, because you can never anticipate the level of creativity players will bring. We're hoping that all these tools will provide as much freedom as possible for players to create fun and unique levels to share with the world. With every new Rock of Ages, we try to go even wackier and wild with the types of boulders you can control. I think fans will be pleasantly surprised to see how enjoyable it is rolling through fortified structures as a cheese wheel, a meatball, or even Humpty Dumpty himself. Of course, each boulder also has its own unique set of traits, so players can also choose based on their playstyle. It wouldn't be Rock of Ages if we didn't add crazier tools of destruction. In our tower defense modes, we've come up with more satisfying ways to dismantle your opponent's boulder. Units like the Wheel of Pain and War Elephant can be major obstacles to overcome, while units like the Fool are more of a funny minor inconvenience for players. Rock of Ages 3 releases July 21st on PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Google Stadia. Thanks for watching.
Defend yourself. Wake up, champion. Our city lies in ruin. In its place, monsters and twisted spirits now thrive. Show these creatures what you can do. When we were young in this place, the Falconeers were messengers and guardians. They carried memories and spirits to the beyond. Now those origins are lost and their lives and memories are lost to battle. But you can learn from them, their memories soaring through the clouds above the seas. Let us find out what stories remain in these splintered fragments the currents have brought us. You always end with me. You always return here.
World premiere.
My name
is Robert Hartnell. I'm a reporter in San Francisco. One day, I received a letter from Zodiac. He wanted to meet me at Mount Diablo.
Your own time. Good.
As part of MonsterVine's Hot Games Summer Showcase, we're talking with Jacek and Wojciech from Bloober Team today, the producer and lead game designer for the upcoming psychological horror game, The Medium. Thank you for agreeing to tell us a little bit about the game.
So, thank you, and of course, thank you for having us here.
Yes.
So, in the near future, we will be releasing our most ambitious project yet, so game called The Medium. In The Medium, you are playing as Marianne. She's a titular medium connected to a spirit world, and she's been haunted by visions of a child murdered from years, and she's trying to solve the case. And of course, you will have to use a lot of her special abilities to get out of trouble and to know more than normal people will find out in this strange abandoned hotel you will be exploring. So yeah, that's the main thing about The Medium.
Yeah, like the game is our next step in our evolution of psychological horror doing by Bloober. So we are really curious how players will like it.
Will there be any combat in this one, or will you be running and hiding from threats?
Okay, so of course you can run and hide, but you will also be able to use your power against something. Which I don't want to reveal right now. But yeah, there are abilities and things you can do to get you out of trouble, but it's not like a super combat.
Yeah, I think as a medium that it's in some way trapped in the spirit world or between worlds. You need to more focus about how to survive. Like your enemy is really powerful. You can match it. So you need to think how to survive, how to hide, how to use your powers to outsmart.
Yeah. So no guns, but some powers.
Yeah. No guns, powers.
All right, so the announcement trailer, when I saw it gave me a definite Silent Hill vibe. So I just have to ask if Silent Hill was one of the inspirations for The Medium.
It was? Silent Hill?
Yes, of course it was.
Okay.
Yeah, so to be honest, we at Bloober are diehard fans of Silent Hill series. I think it's not a surprise that people like horror games love Silent Hill, of course. So yeah, we of course are especially fans of Silent Hill 2, which is, in my personal opinion, one of the best games ever made, because it has a great story, great atmosphere, great music, and everything fits in this game. It's disturbing, and yeah, everyone in our company, I think, wants to create something that great. Yeah, so yeah, of course, it's an inspiration for us.
Yeah, and we think also like about the second part. We, talk about this similar topics in some way, about points of view and how we see things and how they are in reality. And also Silent Hill also have like the second world, and it depends who is in the city, who explore it, and it change because of it. And we have something similar with our spirit world to it.
Yeah, and I think Silent Hill have a great impact on every our game. And to be honest, when we are creating our psychological horror games, we are always, try to deliver the specific topic, talk about it, but never judge anyone. So I think it's something that we learned from Silent Hill 2, because everyone knows what James did, but the game, but the game at the end is not telling you he's like this or so you have to figure it out yourself. So yeah, and I think we are trying to do it with every our horror game. So ask the questions, but never judge players for what they do. So we just
players or characters,
yeah. So we really want players to just think for themselves, have their own opinion, and that's also like a main topic of Medium. Because it's the game about perspective, how we can see things, and of course, playing as Medium gives you a very unique perspective. You can see much more than normal people do, and
I think like I think nobody that played Silent Hill 2 wasn't aware what's gonna happen, and it was really new in video games. And I think most of us was left like, whoa, if I do the same or something. And we want to have something similar in our games. So if you finish like Observer or the Blair Witch or even the Medium in the future, it will be nice to have this recognition if I will do the same, or it maybe change something in the players. It's what we're aiming for in some way.
Of course, part of that Silent Hill vibe in the trailer came from the music by Akira Yamaoka. So how did you come to be working with Mr. Yamaoka for this game, and what has that been like?
Wojtek, tell the story.
To be honest, I was also surprised and very excited because our boss, Peter, told me one day that he had a contact with Akira Yamaoka-san, and he will arrange our meeting after Tokyo Game Show. So yeah, I was really nervous about this, and wow, talk to the legends, and of course we met at the restaurant. And back in the day, we were developing two games. One was Blair Witch, and the second one was Medium, of course. Yes. So Akira sat down with us. We talked about friends in the industry. So we've got simple connections. And then he watched the trailer. He put the headphones on, watched the first footage and the trailer of Medium, and I was super nervous. Then hope he will like it. And he puts the headphones down and said, "You guys mentioned that you are doing two projects. I would like to make a music for both of them." And I was like, yeah, if I can say, fuck like this,
it was really big. Fuck yeah. It was really awesome.
We ended up in one of the other restaurants in Tokyo, drinking, talking about music. So it was like a dream come true for someone like me. It's like a surrealistic trip.
All right. So if there's one thing that you want to make sure people know about the Medium after this interview, what is it?
It's great.
Yeah, of course, we would like to, when you are starting designing a game, you are trying to, build an image of it in your head. So if I could say, for me, it will be, this is a horror game about the girl living in two worlds. Yeah, so that's something from me.
Yeah, I think this is the game about outsider, sometimes for outsiders, about outsiders, and about to you don't judge the book
by its cover.
Yeah, so it is mostly about that and different points of view. Everything can be different than we think about. Yeah, and we hope, and I hope maybe this will change maybe perspective of players about some things. Yeah. So this was a couple of things in one big sentence.
All right, thank you. It sounds great, and I'll be looking forward to the medium.
Thank you very much, and thank you again for having us.
Hello, my name is Clint Tasker, and I'm one of the developers on Undermine. Undermine is an action-adventure roguelike where you play as a peasant. You delve into a dangerous dungeon, mine gold, upgrade yourself, rescue allies, uncover secrets, and take on very deadly bosses. We're currently in early access on Steam, and we're working very hard towards our 1.0 release. Alongside 1.0, we'll be releasing on Xbox One and Game Pass, and we'll be announcing the dates for that soon. Until then, you can wishlist us on Steam, or you can just buy the game in early access. We'd appreciate it a lot. On behalf of the Undermine team, thanks.
It all happened so fast.
Cody, get behind me!
I don't have much time left. But I have to keep fighting. For him. Must protect Cody. Whatever it takes.
studio artist of Mojiken Studio, one of the key creators of When the Past Was Around. So When the Past Was Around is created by 2 Indonesian game studios. So one is Mojiken Studio from Surabaya and Tokyo Production from Tangerang. So When the Past Was Around is an adventure point-and-click game about love, moving on, letting go, and the joy and pain of everything in between. It tells the story of Ada, an aspiring violinist who almost gave up on her dreams. Then she met this mysterious owl-headed man that inspired her and made her fall in love with him. This game was initiated in Mojiken Studio internal game jam with a theme of future memories. So we designed a narrative about a couple who are trapped in their memories of past and reminiscing about what they lost and a quest to find a future with those valuable memories. So this game is also inspired by various media as well, such as comic, illustration, and video game. It's from the comic titled The Ancient Magus Bride and The Girl from the Other Side. It inspired from the artwork of my favorite illustrator. It's such as Pung, Yuko Higuchi, and Mauri Sakai. And of course from video game such as Florence and Rusty Lake. So yeah, we already have the product chapter on Steam, which you can try it for free. So please kindly check it out and let us know what you think about our game.
Hi, my name is Jackie, and I'm the producer on Wintermoor Tactics Club. Wintermoor Tactics Club is a story-driven tactics RPG about making friends and surviving high school with gameplay inspired by classic tactics RPGs and visual novels. You play as Alicia, a student at Wintermoor Academy. She's shy and kind of a nerd, but she has a home in the Tactics Club. She plays Curses and Catacombs, the premier tabletop RPG of the day, with her friends Jacob and Colin. Curses and Catacombs is a small-scale tactical RPG. If you've played Into the Breach or Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, it should feel familiar. But it has a similar fantasy theme of that other 80s tabletop RPG. Our story starts when the principal announces a mandatory snowball tournament between all of the clubs. He says he's searching for the ultimate club. If you lose, your club will be disbanded forever. In between sessions of your tabletop campaign, you'll fight opposing clubs in the snowball tournament by using the tactics you learned from Curses and Catacombs. You'll also recruit new friends while investigating the mystery behind the ultimate club. When we started making Wintermoor Tactics Club, we wanted to make a tactics game with a narrative that was just as engaging as the tactics. At first, it seems like a typical 80s underdog nerds versus cool kids narrative. But it quickly subverts that to reveal a story about the importance of empathy and inclusivity. At the same time, we wanted Wintermoor Tactics Club to be a comfortable introduction to tactics games. We did this by streamlining the classic tactics RPG experience. No randomness, low numbers, and no hidden information. All of this is wrapped up in a cozy aesthetic that's lighthearted and has an earnest sense of humor. In Wintermoor Tactics Club, you'll alternate between playing Curses and Catacombs, exploring the campus, and talking to other students. As the main story progresses, you'll recruit new characters from other clubs, like the Psychic Detectives and New Wave Appreciation Club. Alicia tries to help her new friends by writing CNC adventures to help them with their problems. Your choices during these writing sessions will change how the CNC battles play out later. The combat system is streamlined, so your party loadout will dramatically change the playstyle. Each turn presents an immediate set of choices, and battles are short but decisive. For experienced tactics players, we've included a set of tougher challenge levels with special rewards which unlock more advanced strategies. They're not required, but they can really help you flex your tactical muscles. We hope there's something for everyone in Wintermoor Tactics Club. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Twitter at WintermoorTC. You can also stop by our Discord and say hi at discord.gg/versusevil. Thanks again, and we hope you enjoy Wintermoor Tactics Club.
World premiere.
That's the show. I want to say how proud I am of the MonsterVine team for putting in the hard work and the extra hours into making this showcase a reality. Thank you to the developers and publishers for creating the content and letting us share it with the world. Thank you to the unsung heroes in public relations for managing our requests and the requests of all the other digital events and showcases. And a special thanks to MonsterVine's video editor, Joe Bariso, for putting this video together. We know you love video games, and now you know that MonsterVine loves video games. MonsterVine loves video games.
MonsterVine loves video games.
MonsterVine loves video games.
MonsterVine loves video games.
MonsterVine loves video games?
MonsterVine loves video games.
Listen, I can't begin to describe how much MonsterVine loves video games. We play them. Good ones. The bad ones. We love the bad ones. Afro Samurai 2, still traumatized. We just want to keep playing them because we like them.
What are you even trying to tell? You got a problem with video games, you got a problem with me. You understand that, mister?
MonsterVine loves video games.
MonsterVine loves video games.
MonsterVine loves video games.
MonsterVine loves video games.
And if we didn't have them, I don't know, I guess we'd all be accountants or something.
MonsterVine loves gaming. That's all the time I've got. I have to go play some of these amazing new games on my PC gaming laptop.